set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Jameis now on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
And I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
From the 16, Winston. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Saints are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line. But I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on second down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Six plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Throwing, Winston. And this is going to be intercepted. Teron Johnson, and I do believe this is going to line up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Thanks to receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Jameis to throw it. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The completion there from Winston. And Jameis, of course, kind of such a boom or bust proposition at the quarterback position. He can light you up or he can give games away. To defensively, what's the mindset with a quarterback like that?
For me, it's playing more coverage than it is blitzing him. Because I think that he has so much confidence in his arm, he may take an extra chance or two. And if you have enough guys downfield, you get those tip balls, or you're able to make a play on the football at the point where the ball gets to the receiver, then you've got a chance to make some good plays against Jameis. Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. This defense for the Saints, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. On play action, Allen. He'll get this one complete to Davis. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
After one, it's 9-0. Allen off the play fake. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Working with a 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Allen. He'll take a shot for the end zone. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is down to 2.
Bill 7. Tyler Bass to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing a breakaway from Michael Thomas. 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch. Wants to try to add the PAT. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Saints 16, Bills 7.
After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Allen. Dancing to his left. First down and more for Allen. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. On play action, Allen. And Diggs has it. And he's got this down to the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Throwing on first down is Allen. Buying time to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down.
The Saints 7-yard line.
Now Allen. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean,
now Sean McDermott is going to throw out the challenge flag. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
and not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is down to 2.
16, Bills 14. Tyler Bass to kick off.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Winston. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
It shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Well, it's good on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. I'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throwing is Allen on third. That'll be complete to Cook. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Allen now on first down. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now Allen again. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make this a 2nd down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Now Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis as the first half is winding down. And the Bills are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is down to 2. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with a 2-point lead in hand, they may not do anything too aggressive here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Winston. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. First down, Winston. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
42-yard attempt.
And Lutz puts this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. Lutz now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. To the air, Allen steps away to his left. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Going deep for Diggs. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 15. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Winston now to throw on first down. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. 7 yards to pick up there.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now Winston. Looking long for Thomas. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
I remember Coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now on 2nd and 13, Winston. That's complete to Troutman right side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage. Put the ball right on him.
From the red zone now, Winston. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Saints. Adam Troutman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Allen going to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Marcus Davenport make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up the 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And they can't bring him down. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try to cut down the length of the drive.
And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7. Here's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play here for Buffalo.
Bills first down.
We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Touchdown, New Orleans! I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield. Lots of look to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. 7 yards, the pickup there. To throw again on second down. Allen, he'll air this one out deep for Davis. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Bills. Gabriel Davis with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
Bills 28.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook, and he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
3 yards remain for second down. They run it again with Cook. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with third and just a yard. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. He's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now Allen, got to have this one. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. I guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
Following the interception, Winston. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are right back in this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back early in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on second down. Allen, there goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Isaiah McKenzie, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pick up of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Winston to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play there on the catch and run.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The Saints going to call the 1st of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Blunt's to try to add the PAT. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Next, the score, 6-47. Bills 35.
After the touchdown, Rutz to kick it off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Allen. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now Allen. Forced out to his left. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10. Here's Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Allen. He gets this complete to Diggs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Allen. He's going to let it fly. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. False start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints come up with a late turnover. But it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for New Orleans, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And now they get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll try again next week at home.
I shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been trying?